Hello and welcome to How Not to Play. In this short video I will explain how to not play Runebound. As you can see, I am not talking to you directly and instead using a voiceover. This is an artistic decision, and not at all because I am making this up as I go along. Runebound is a worker placement game in the likes of Schwarze Haie and other such Eurogames in which players compete among themselves to have as many of these funny little symbols by the end of the third round. The symbols represent various gods from the rich history of the background of this game, such as the goddess of the eclipse and the god of the exploded Death Star. When setting up the game board, each player lay claim to a piece of the land, in which they will try to develop various kinds of governmental institutions. The three types of institutions are illumination, postal office, and catering, as you can see from these two knives. Although catering is not usually under governmental jurisdiction, I again implore you to explore more of the rich history of this highly detailed world and discover the curious answers yourselves. During each of the 3 turns, each player can place several of these markers on his or her part of the board in order to indicate the areas they would like to improve. Then they take these 3D markers and place them so to signal to the other players the type of action they wish to pursue. This is a very clever part of the game, since no verbal communication is allowed between the players. They must communicate using only these symbols. And if a player forgot the meaning of the symbols, well, that is their problem. For example, this is the symbol of I would like to buy some stamps for my post office. A very interesting symbol, seeing as stamps are not a part of the usual mechanics of the game. This symbol means, let us trade in secret. Yes, you, the person who understands this symbol, and no one else. In order to build the various buildings, players use coins, represented by these cards. At the end of every round, after every player paid for his or her developments, the scores are tallied using this unique track. Then comes the most interesting part of the game, choosing roles. At the end of the first round, players bid for roles out of these 7. Each of these have their own unique abilities. For example, Master Thorn is the best at illuminating stuff. He is so illuminated. The cost of building new illumination developments under him is reduced by 3, as we can see here. High Lord Margath is the best caterer around. He has 15 points, which you can distribute between the various caterer developments across your country in order to increase the variety of the menus. He is not just a chef, he is High Chef. Beginning with the second round, you are able to use these special abilities of the character that you've chosen. But watch out! If you didn't produce enough commodity cards during the round, you won't be able to keep the role you've chosen. This satisfaction meter, which is placed right next to the score, keeps track of how satisfied your countrymen are from your various developments. Should it ever reach 0, you will be in big trouble, and you will have to take a number of death points, which represent the various attempts on your life by the disenfranchised citizens of your now ruined country. At the end of the third round, the player with the most blessings from the gods gets the title Ruler of the Land. Unless, of course, he got assassinated, in which case he will get this funny hat and the title Bringer of Misery and Destruction. I hope you enjoyed this short demonstration of Runebound. If you would like to see more, please visit us at up4players.com. Comments are always welcome. Thank you and have a lovely play.